Okay, so I'm going to show how to take an animation that's bundled into an FBX and bring it into Unity and set up the animation so it works in Unity. So this is where I'm getting my animation from. So this is from Mixamo, and when I hit download, it's going to give me this FBX of this 3D model of this character with an animation bundled into the FBX. That's going to come in, and I'm going to go into Unity. And there's no animation. So in order to do that, we have to set up the animator with the Unity system. And the reason that this is so complicated is game engines don't want to just run a single animation over and over and over again. They want to give you some control. So it doesn't just, it's never as simple as just hitting play. What you do is you find the animation that's built in, it's baked into this FBX, or it's bundled in. You pull it out, and we're going to wrap it up in an animator controller. So on the FBX, you'll see there's this little arrow button, and that opens up and shows you everything that's bundled in. And what we're looking for is the animation. And this is the animation. If you click on it in the inspector, you can see here's actually where the action's taking place. This is what we want to see. And this is bundled into the FBX, and I want to actually pull this out. So I select it, and I go to Edit, Duplicate. Or you hit it, and you hit, on my Mac, it's Apple D, or you hit Control D. And that'll create a copy of just the animation that's outside of the FBX. So let's minimize this, and now we have our FBX and this animation. Now, in this case, I just want this to loop forever. So I'm going to click this, and I go to Loop Time. Great. Now, I need to put it into something called the Animator Controller. So right-click, and go to Create Animator Controller. And Animator Controller, it's a component in Unity that tells a game object how to run different animations. So it can be as simple as just do this forever, which is what we're going to set up. It can be as complicated as here's 20 different controllers. Go to, like, if you're running, do the run animation. If you're walking, do the walk. If you jump, do the jump. So double click on this, and you'll get to this this kind of editor for the animator, and drag the animation into here. It's going to think about that, and it's going to create this. So entry is just, this is what happens when you start a scene, and it's just going to go and play this animation forever. So let's go back to the scene and go to jumping down, or whatever your character is. So we pulled our FBX in, and go to Add Component. And we want to add a component called an animator. And in the animator, there's a spot for a controller. We drag our controller there, and that's it. This is now set up. So when I hit play, now it's going to run, and that animator controller is going to tell our character how to animate. So we'll see once it percolates, this character should now be animated. And there we go. And it's just going to run this forever. We can see it's doing that in my scene. And that's all there is to it. So it takes a couple minutes. The key thing is open your FBX, look for an animation, and set up an animation controller, and drag that onto your character.